In this video, I'm going to quickly run through how you can import Otter transcriptions and audio into NVivo and use NVivo to basically edit and listen to the audio. Kind of similar to what you can do in Otter. But the benefit of doing it in NVivo, I find, is that you can code the material or start to kind of generate initial codes while you're transcribing the material, which I really like. So basically, the end process or the end product will look like this in NVivo. You'll have the audio and you'll have the transcription, and you'll be able to basically play any kind of row, and it will sync to the audio at that time. So, for example, I'll play this row.
I feel like you got to do that, otherwise you just get too tired. Hey, like, especially.
And then you can see it's kind of synced to the audio. So this is, I find, a really nifty way of working, and you can easily, quickly kind of, update the transcription if you need, for example. And I think that's really neat. Uh, there is some limitations to this, like, NVivo is kind of slow sometimes with editing, but that's, for the most part, I think it's still a quicker process than going through Otter, editing the transcription first, and then doing the coding second. I kind of feel like that's double handling. So doing it all at once, I find, is maybe probably a quicker way of working. Two other things to mention here is that this requires an Otter like premium subscription. So that the reason for that is when you export these files, you'll need to use the file format SRT. The non-paid version of Otter only allows you to export a text file, and that actually doesn't work in this process. So yes, you will actually need to pay to use to export the transcriptions in Otter. Um, but I think that's potentially worth it. Uh, that is the only kind of limitation here. The other thing I should mention is to convert the transcript into the format that NVivo likes to use, you will need to use this program, and that'll be linked in the description. But yeah, this program, it's really easy to install, and it kind of runs locally, so there's no issues of data privacy or anything. You're not uploading any information to the cloud. It's kind of run locally, and that's a really cool tool that someone has developed. So that's in the description below. Okay, so step one is to download the audio and transcription from Otter. So go to the top right to the More options and click Export. Now, it's really important to make sure the file format is SRT. Select Show Speaker Names and deselect Add Line Breaks automatically. That is really important. It won't work unless you deselect this. And that's it. Now you can export the file. Again, you will need the Otter Premium subscription to do this. Step two is to transform the Otter transcription into the file format that is required for NVivo. First, just export the file that we downloaded from Otter. Sorry, extract it. And then you can see you got your audio and you got the text, the transcription. Now, if you look at the transcription, you'll see it's in this format, which is actually not what NVivo requires. So the next step is to use the transcript converter, which is in the description of the video. Choose your file. Now, you will need to change this to all files, and then click Convert and Download. Open that file and save it as a text file, making sure to remove any of that bit over there. Just save as a text file. I like to say something like processed. Okay, now step three is to import the audio and the transcript into NVivo. Let's import the audio first. Once the audio is imported, click on the file. Click the edit button. Make sure that's really important. You need to click edit and then click import rows at the top. Now we need to select the file which has been processed. Select tabbed eliminated line over here. file includes header should be selected. So then we just need to do this bit. So time span should be time span, speaker should be speaker, content should be content. And this checkbox should be selected. And that's basically it. Then you click OK. And that should work. And there you go, it did work. And so here is our file, here's our audio, and if we, for example, click synchronize, you can see that it is synchronized. So if we play this bit of the audio,
What's up with this one?
Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, no worries. So you did mention earlier that you do something that I would call quizzing.
so there we go, and we can now just edit this transcription as we see fit. And that is basically it. So hopefully this has helped you out.